Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Trump and his requests from his supporters and the reaction to them from some pretty prominent members of the Republican Party and what we can hope happens with all of this. So, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, the former President of the United States has indicated that he believes he will be taken into custody on Tuesday. Now, me personally, I don't really believe anything the man says. So I don't really put any stock in the idea that he's going to be taken into custody Tuesday. That being said, it does appear that the New York system is moving in the direction of pursuing a criminal indictment of the former president. Because of this news, he has made requests for his supporters to assemble. And there's a lot of talk about it. You have McCarthy and Green saying, there's no need to protest, or people hoping that they don't protest, or whatever. The reaction from Trump's base, for the most part, has been pretty muted. You do have a number of people suggesting roadblocks and just all kinds of stuff. I would hope that they remember the 6th. I would hope that they remember that he didn't pardon anybody when he had the ability. He didn't stand up for them. And I hope that they wouldn't put themselves at risk for him, because he's not going to stand by them. That seems super unlikely. And when it comes to New York, anything they do there, it's going to be a lot like the 6th. They may not know it, but going into New York, they're going into one of the most surveilled places on the planet. There's not a lot of transparent travel into New York City. Going over a bridge, through a tunnel, flying in, there's going to be a record. And if things get out of hand, it will be like the 6th. A week or two later, somebody's going to knock on their door. I would really hope that the combination of members of the Republican Party saying, you don't need to do this, the acknowledgement that he is not going to stand up for them the way he wants them to stand up for him, and the reality of the situation in New York City and the fact that they would be dealing with NYPD that has a lot of experience dealing with assemblies that get out of hand. I hope that it keeps them calm. We do need to remember that they have the right to peaceably assemble, even for this reason. If they want to go out there and wave their flags and express their discontent, that's okay. I really hope that they stay calm. The alternative would be to do something in Florida, near his place, a show of support there. I hope that anybody that comes into Florida understands the laws that have been put on the books when it comes to assembly. They're very restrictive, and there's probably a lot of things that they might want to do that in Florida is a big deal. Whether or not it's going to happen, it's hard to say at this point. It is hard to say. The overwhelming majority of his base seems relatively calm about the whole thing. You do have some that are particularly upset and suggesting all kinds of wild things. I would hope they don't do it. It's not going to accomplish what they want, and it's just going to put them in a situation where they're paying for believing in somebody who would not stand up for them. I hope that that is realized by his most ardent supporters. But we're going to have to wait and see. There is a possibility that it gets bumpy, and there are people who are suggesting there's risks with the system up there pursuing a criminal indictment, and there are people that acknowledge there are risks if they refuse to follow evidence and pursue criminal indictments. There are a lot of options and a lot of different scenarios. I am hopeful that people come to their senses and stay calm. I'm not certain that's what's going to happen, but I am hopeful. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I would not necessarily anticipate something happening on Tuesday, with him going into custody on Tuesday. I know that's the claim, but it's Trump. So you have to have some other source to believe anything from that man. So anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.